And so to the final showdown. This is the big one. 10,000 spectators crammed into the Sheffield Arena. Future West Promotions have brought us the finest in Supercross. They'll now introduce all the riders to the crowd. Jeremy McGRATH riding with the number 2 shirt, with the number 1 plate on his bike, his brand new Yamaha out of the box. Alongside him, Robbie Herring riding for Great Britain, and to the other side of McGrath, Larry Ward. Well, the 125 International was won earlier tonight by the Honda. Now we have to ask the question, can Honda do it again? Can Larry Ward make it 2 Hondas out of 2 big races at the Sheffield Indoor Supercross? Brought to us by Honda. The gates are just about ready. The board is there, away they go! Out of the gate they come, but as mother's worry goes to the front. Number 10, Damon Bradshaw, gets the whole shot. Yes, he does. Oh, Bradshaw out of shape. McGrath alongside him. McGrath on the Yamaha, turn sharp. Oh, you can't get better than that. Bradshaw to the outside, McGrath into the inside, and it's Bradshaw and McGrath. They've met many, many times before. McGrath can't get the power down fast enough. Bradshaw goes ahead. Larry Ward right into the back of McGrath. This is only the first lap of the final. Brought to you by Honda. Brought to you by Future West Promotions. This is Sheffield Indoor Supercross at its absolute best. Out of the gate it was Damon Bradshaw, but there's a long way to go. Jeremy McGrath on the brand new YZ250 Yamaha. Honda won the first big race of the night in the 125 class. Now all their money is riding on Larry Ward and Damon Bradshaw. Right now they've got their money on the right man. Damon Bradshaw! Look at McGrath get out of shape. Well, McGrath is just trying so hard. He came here to win. He came here to give everybody their money's worth. And what an evening we've had. Supercross has come to England. Supercross is alive and well and living at Sheffield. Bradshaw up front, McGrath the second. Larry Ward, the quiet man of Supercross. He won't be quiet when he gets up onto the tail of McGrath. Larry Ward capable of mixing it with the best in the world. So Honda 1 and 3 at the moment. McGrath the meat in the sandwich. The Yamaha sandwich. Look at Larry Ward. Larry Ward down that back whoopie section. He comes inside. McGrath goes over the triple. Larry Ward makes it 2 and 1, but up front it's still the Honda. Damon Bradshaw, the bad boy of Supercross. If you want to mix it, go and mix it with Bradshaw. Him and Matasevic. You can't get worse than that when it comes to trouble. And they know how to hand it out in bucketfuls. And Bradshaw says, McGrath, you can't faze me. I've met you all around the world. And this Honda's staying in front. Well, Damon Bradshaw never shy to pick a fight with the very best. Came alive in 1990 at the Tokyo Supercross. Burst onto the World Supercross stage. Was snapped up very, very quickly. Sponsors all over the States were looking for Bradshaw. He earned himself a lot of money. Then he went off the boil and he decided enough's enough. Let's go and spend some money and have a good time. And he sure had himself a real good time. Then he came back, had a great Supercross season at the end of 96. Went to Tokyo, ran second overall to Albertine. Now he's back again. Bradshaw flying the stars and stripes here at the Sheffield International Supercross. McGrath closer and closer. That YZ250. They've not had too much time to set it up, but don't worry about McGrath. He knows about that bike. He's had plenty of time trying it out. He's ridden it for a good few weeks now, and he says it's good enough to win a lot of races for next year. He wants the number 1 plate in Supercross and in the outdoors again. Now they're going to start mixing it up. Ward's getting in there as well. Well, this is going to be an incredible race. Bradshaw's up there, McGrath is there, Ward is there. Well, all the Yanks are right in there doing what they know best. Bob McMillan wants to start mixing it with him as well. I hope he knows the company that he could find himself in. It's still Damon Bradshaw. Up and over he goes. That's the machine that McGrath said was too stiff. Stefan Everts said differently, and Everts won the world title. Now it's Bradshaw and McGrath side by side. Who's going to get the turn? Bradshaw runs in deep into the corner. Block passes, squares off beautifully, but Bradshaw's still there. It's a left-hand corner. Bradshaw knows all about this. Larry Ward wants to come in. Can it be Honda 1 and 2? Not with McGrath in the middle of all this. McGrath is there. They're into the back markers already. Can you believe it? Damon Bradshaw up to the back markers. Bradshaw, sensational, out of the gate, into the first corner, and he's still there. Number 27, Gary Hoptroff. You better move out of the way mighty quickly. There's a train coming through, and it's in a big hurry. Look for the two reds, look for the blue. There's the blue, there's Bradshaw. There they come again, another rider. That's Greg Mills that's got to get out of the way. Greg Mills, you don't want to start racing with these guys. It's still Bradshaw. There's nowhere to go. There's back markers. Larry Ward runs deep. McGrath comes inside. Bradshaw's got to go wide. He's got to go round there. That's going to hold up Larry Ward. So Larry Ward came off worst at that little corner, but it's still McGrath. It's Bradshaw. Bradshaw, number 10, on the Honda. Honda of Troy, flying the flag. You can't do better than Damon Bradshaw. He's raced all over the world. He knows what it's all about. From 100,000 people at Anaheim, Bradshaw knows what it's like. 10,000 people at the Sheffield Arena, and Bradshaw's flying the flag for Honda. Can Honda make it 2 out of 2? Big races for the night. Well, Damon Bradshaw thinks he can, but McGrath might have different ideas. What about Larry Ward, watching and waiting? Well, he's got to keep up. He's got to keep up there with them. Another back marker. Bradshaw over the big tabletop they go, down the other side, into the right-hander. Damon Bradshaw, it's all about concentration. If you blink or miss a gear, McGrath is going to come through. The back markers have got to stay where they are. It's up to the rider to get past the back markers, not the other way round. That's Paul Teasdale getting out the way very quickly. It's still about Bradshaw. That's Damon Bradshaw on the Manchester Honda. And he's had a great time. McGrath nearly into the cheap seats. McGrath nearly went off. The crowd go mad. Bad Bradshaw. He's got it well under control. I want the money. Now the straw bales have broken open, and that makes it unbelievably slippery. If you've ever tried to walk on straw, try putting down the horsepower of a new YZ250 on the straw, and the bike will just go sideways. And that's exactly what it did. It pitched McGrath right to the outside of the circuit, but Bradshaw is down. His feet are down in the whoops. Bradshaw is still up front. Puts his foot down. McGrath gets closer again. Larry Ward a little bit further behind. They're still telling Larry Ward, get on the gas. Honda of Troy. Larry Ward came here to do business. He can run with the best. He can see across the circuit now. It's still Damon Bradshaw. Well, Bradshaw knows all about Supercross. He's not all that happy at outdoor motocross, whereas McGrath is happy. He's like Emig. He's happy outdoor or indoor. But look at this man Bradshaw. He rises to the crowd. He absolutely boils when the adrenaline gets going. McGrath wants to come inside. The crowd are on their feet. It's a right-hander at the end of all this. He's got it. Can he make a block pass? Now he's got to make it stick. McGrath has gone to the front. Yamaha have taken the lead. The crowd have gone mad. Future West Promotions, what a show they put on. Oxbow and Honda. The Sheffield International Supercross. Jeremy McGrath, the man that 10,000 people came to watch, has gone to the front. I wonder if he can take it to the end. This is the first of McGrath on a Yamaha, and he's right up front. What a way to start his new era. But there comes Larry Ward as well. Larry Ward is closing on the two of them. It's McGrath and it's Bradshaw. They've got to get past the back markers quickly. Larry Ward has not given up yet either. He's about 30 meters off the pace, but a small mistake. Larry Ward has got to keep up there with Bradshaw. He cannot afford to let his two countrymen get away. Look at the pace of these two riders. McGrath, he knows all about concentration. That's where it's going to get slippery. That straw. Again, McGrath tries to get the power down, and the big Yamaha just puts the back wheel sideways, roosts it out, and Bradshaw says, don't go without me. I'm right up there with you, Showtime. You're not going to get away today. Sheffield International Supercross at its absolute best. They've got back markers all the way around the circuit. This is where Larry Ward might well be able to close. Larry Ward has not given up yet. Bradshaw goes inside, then he goes to the outside. Whichever way McGrath goes, this is what the youngsters need to be watching. Wherever McGrath goes, Bradshaw goes the other way. He's hounding and harassing him. Now there's a back marker again. That straw worries me that one of them could go down. Hopefully they don't. Larry Ward getting ever closer on bike number 6. That's the Honda of Troy machine. It's not over for Honda yet. Honda, the people that came to support and sponsor the Sheffield International, and a big thank you to Honda in the UK. What an event they put on in conjunction with Oxbow and Future West, but there's still some racing to go. Jeremy McGrath, Showtime, the king of knack-knacks. We saw him in the jump-off with Jeffrey Hodgson. Now we've seen him leading the Sheffield International Supercross aboard the YZ250. Larry Ward ever closer. McGrath up and over. Not often you see McGrath with a number 2 shirt. Around he goes. It looks so strange to see him on a blue machine, but in fact it just shows that he can ride anything you give him. McGrath is still there. He's a very, very strong rider. He seldom falters towards the end. If anything, he'll get stronger and stronger. If anybody can get out of shape, it's Damon Bradshaw. He is quite capable of throwing it away. But McGrath, up and over he goes. You see the riding style. There he just goes a little too deep. Bradshaw comes back. If Bradshaw had have just let that clutch go, he would have gone right into the side of McGrath. Bradshaw just pulling it back in time. But it's not over for Bradshaw. It's not over for Larry Ward. The crowd want McGrath. Showtime McGrath. Can he go to the end on the Yamaha? He's running out of time. Damon Bradshaw, look at the different lines they try through there. Larry Ward is closing. Down the whoops yet again. Ward is closing. Yamaha up front. Honda 2, Honda 3. Bradshaw. Larry Ward. Larry Ward wants to have a go. Larry Ward says, I've watched from the back for too long. Let me have a go. I want to get up with McGrath. There's money for this. There's big bucks for this. You better know about it. The Yanks have come across to Sheffield. They've come to show what the Americans can do best. They got blown away at the Motocross Des Nations, and they want to show everybody why they're the best in the world. It's McGrath, it's Bradshaw, it's Larry Ward. Well, there's a back marker there. Larry Ward wants to get his nose inside there. He wants to go after McGrath, but I think McGrath has done enough. Larry Ward is still there. He's not close enough. Damon Bradshaw still hanging on. Behind them it's Robbie Herring and Jason Higgs, but up front it's still the Yanks. They got plenty of back markers. Well, Larry Ward is getting close, but what is he going to have to do? I think unless Bradshaw makes a mistake, Larry Ward is going to battle to get onto the back of him. He's close, but not close enough at the moment. McGrath is starting to go away, rather in inches than in meters. So there is Bradshaw. Then you'll see the wheel of Larry Ward. Larry Ward comes inside, goes outside on the corner. This is where Larry Ward is quick. Down the whoops they go. That's Larry Ward on the left-hand side of the screen. Bradshaw goes around the outside. That's McGrath up front. Larry Ward trying to dive inside. Jeremy McGrath, Mr. Showtime, Mr. Knack-Knack. What more could the crowd ask for? They've paid their money and they've been treated to the best in Supercross. Sheffield International has come alive. What a show they have put on. John Hallam has worked so hard to pull it all together. A lot of problems on the run-up to this big event, but it came right on the night. Well done to Future West. Well done to John Hallam, and well done for Honda for supporting it so vigorously. Bradshaw's there, Larry Ward is there. What can Larry Ward do? He wants to get in with the big guns. Well, you've got three of the biggest guns in the country there. Showtime McGrath, look at the double. Bradshaw right over the big tabletop. He wants to close on McGrath again. He knows that they're running out of time. His pips will tell him exactly what is happening. Ray Archer nearly gets run over. Don't worry about him. He's got more cameras where that one came from. That's why he's the best photographer in the country, because he goes right underneath the sump of the big Honda to get his pictures. Well, Larry Ward, what has he got to do? The pits are telling him, Larry, you're running out of time. Take on Damon Bradshaw. Well, those are heavy pit instructions. McGrath is still there. Bradshaw is in second. There's back markers. Bradshaw goes inside. What can they do? What about the back marker on the far side of the circuit? McGrath inside. Bradshaw inside. Then it's Larry Ward. Larry Ward has ridden an incredible race. He's tried absolutely everything. And Ray Archer, he still wants photographs for DBR. Well done, Ray Archer, I'm proud of you. Larry Ward comes back. Bradshaw's made a mistake. Damon Bradshaw has made a mistake. Oh, he's got a problem. Larry Ward has gone through. Larry Ward is now charging after Jeremy McGrath. Bradshaw back to third. Yamaha go to the front. Honda, oh, Bradshaw's gone down. Damon Bradshaw got out of rhythm. What a shame. What a shame for the Honda rider. Damon Bradshaw has gone down. Larry Ward has gone to second. Jeremy McGrath stays in front. Larry Ward on the Honda. Can he possibly pull off a sensational win for Honda of Troy and support Honda UK for bringing the best in Supercross to the Sheffield Arena? There he is. This man is on fire now. Larry Ward. They better end the race pretty quickly because the voice is going to say, that's it. But before we do, Jeremy McGrath is under pressure. Larry Ward is pressurizing. He can smell the checkered flag. He knows he's done enough. McGrath is tired. Bradshaw's made a mistake. Larry Ward on the Honda. He is now charging away. Can McGrath win first time out on the big Yamaha? That would be a wonderful prize for his sponsor. Jeremy McGrath, up and over he goes. Another lap completed. The last lap flag has come out. The last lap flag is there. I think McGrath has done enough, but don't write off the Honda of Larry Ward. Larry Ward, wide open. Bob McMillan must be on the edge of his seat. He wants a Honda to take the flag. Is it possible? McGrath goes inside. Larry Ward goes to the front, makes a mistake, recovers. The crowd are on their feet. McGrath goes inside. Larry Ward goes outside. A double and a single. Ward on the Honda. Larry Ward on the Honda has gone ahead of Jeremy Showtime McGrath. Can Honda take the win? Yes, they do. Larry Ward, Jeremy McGrath. Woo! It's over. Well, it might be over for tonight, but the winner is British Supercross. The winners are Future West Promotions. The winners are Honda and Oxbow that supported and sponsored it right from the beginning, and all the support that came in from Yamaha and Kawasaki. The British crowds have been treated to a night of Supercross that they'll never forget. Sheffield International Supercross. They have been the winner. It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. 10,000 people came. They got what they wanted. Jeremy McGrath comes up and parks alongside Larry Ward, and I'm sure he'll very soon explain to Larry Ward just exactly what went wrong and where he made a mistake. His arms have pumped. They are rock solid. Larry Ward has a breather. Jeremy McGrath, he says he's had enough for one evening. Now let's have a look and see exactly what went wrong. Just bogs down in the corner, couldn't get the traction, and there goes Ward. Mother and sister, they want to know what happened as well. Well, he did what he did, and Larry Ward came out the winner. Well, what a great evening we've all had. The winners will get themselves up to the podium, and in third position, first man up onto the podium, Damon Bradshaw, and he will take his trophy from Roger Harvey of Honda UK, and some bubbly to go with it. Nice to see Roger Harvey back and involved in motocross at this level. Second overall, up onto the podium, Showtime, Jeremy McGrath. The crowds love him. Well, what a great spectacle he's put on for us. And the winner, first overall, Larry Ward. Bradshaw just talking to his fans and signing a hat, and we caught up with Jeremy McGrath.
Jeremy McGrath, first race in England, first race on the new bike. Good evening for you.
Yeah, I had a great evening. My Yamaha was working really good, and you know, I suffered a little bit from arm pump, so I made a mistake in the last lap there, and he got around me. But you know, he was riding really good, and I just made a mistake.
Looking back on the 1997 season, those who weren't Jeremy McGrath fans before the season certainly are now in the way you conducted yourself throughout the season.
Yeah, it was a really tough year for me. You know, I didn't win as much as normally for me, and so it was pretty tough. I struggled throughout the year, and that's why I got a good jump on it this year, and signed with Team Yamaha and Chaparral Racing, and you know, we have plenty of time for testing, and next year I'm going to come out winning.
Steve Lampson bashed you around a bit in the first round in LA. You had a puncher in another race. You went down while leading Phoenix. It really wasn't that bad a year. You was riding very good at times. It could have been so different.
Yeah, it could have been different. I only lost by 12 points, and there's a few things that happened. You know, I lost my clutch at Indy, and then I crashed at Pontiac while I was leading, and then I got a flat tire, and you know, a few different things happened. But you know, after all the good seasons I've had, you're kind of bound to have a bad one a little bit, and this year I'm going to come out strong and change that around.
And the Yamaha, it proved in '97 a very competitive bike. So you're really pleased with the new bike?
Yeah, I'm really, really happy with Yamaha, and my bike is excellent. I can't wait to get more time on it, and you know, not have to really worry about arm pump or anything like that. It's so new. It's just I was pretty nervous.
Well, good luck. We look forward to seeing you winning again in '98, and thanks for coming to England.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Well, nice to hear from Jeremy McGrath. And one last look at the move that got Larry Ward onto the top step of the podium. Jeremy McGrath went inside, bogged down for a second. Larry Ward seized on it, and an elated Larry Ward spoke to Motorvision's Eric Chamberlain.
Congratulations, Larry Ward. Nice to win this one.
Yeah, it was a real fun race. As you can see, the track was very, very tight, and there was a ton of lapped riders. So I just hung back there in third, and they got away from me a little bit there. I made one big mistake, but after I made that mistake, I just kind of regrouped, and I knew I could go just as fast as them, and I knew with the lap traffic that I could catch up to them. So I just saved my energy a little bit and charged real hard the last half of the race. And once I caught him, you know, I went right by him because I had some momentum built up. So I think they both pumped up a little bit racing with each other. So it was a good race for me. I mean, it had to have been a spectacular race for the crowd because I was three really fast guys right at each other the whole race. So I'm glad it was a real good show. It was a sold-out show too, so that makes me really happy. So I'm pretty sure we'll be back next year.
I'm fast becoming a European winning specialist.
Yeah, it's 2 in a row. It's a little streak going here, but I don't want to think about that. I just want to get back home and do some good testing and get that bike ready and start a winning streak in January in the U.S.